Hello world. Today is Wednesday, May 6th, 2026. It's 8:27 p.m. This is another vlog, a 10-minute raw unedited talk about what is top of mind. It's a public journal. And the purpose is to document the present moment, talk about what is the most interesting thing I discovered, learned, or did in the last 24 hours. I am in this room. The echo sounds kind of weird. I feel like that's better. It should be on this side. So I was reading a lot about ADHD today and asking myself, hey, does this explain anything? Does it describe me? Do I have ADHD? It's super interesting, like that, your attention, your focus, your motivation determines so much. So much about your life, your interests, how you use your time, what you think about, what you do, what decisions you make. It's so critical. About your attention. That's the most important thing. And I was reading a lot about it, about different medications, different therapies, and I thought a lot. I reflected about how I was when I was working at a company as a developer, and I was so in love with the idea of being a software engineer and coding all day and creating these things with code. And there's I was so into it. Sometimes I was holding on to it so long, so strong, and I was so I think holding on to it strongly is the right description. When you kind of hold on to something, or you want something so bad, it really doesn't help you. And so I was just thinking about how attention, pursuing something with the right kind of internal relationship with yourself, meaning being kind to yourself and working on something, and the different states you are in when you are working, when you are focused on something and you're thinking about how to solve a problem, and you're thinking deeply, and then you type something in, and there's so much nuance in this, what your mind is doing, what you're, I think an app that would screen record you while you're working and tell you and give you coaching, hey, right now you're too focused. Take 6 breaths. This will help you relax. So that's a powerful idea. And just thinking about how AI can help us work with us so well, I think this kind of pattern where it's observing us and prompting us and giving us guidance and memory is the powerful thing. So like, that's the direction I really want to go in, where I am experimenting with tools that help you think, to help you create actively, with the AI being there with you and walking with you and deciding with you. And kind of coaching you. And it's like coaching is the right word. So I'm very into this idea of like just building apps and shipping them quickly, like within a day, and putting them out there. And that's like how you develop the product sense, and just make them public, make them open source, and just ship fast. That's the most important thing. So what's top of mind? So like that's the number one topic of today. ADHD. What does it mean? How can we build AI tools that help us function better, that are like our coaches and our co-pilots? And there's so much nuance in like your voice, in your typing pattern, in your facial expressions, in your thinking and your doing. That is so rich. Yeah, so I think that's such an interesting field, such an interesting topic. The next topic is finding your flow, finding your place in the world. We all have limited attention, we all have limited context, we all have limited bandwidth, we all have limited time. How you use that to create something, to provide some value to the world, connect with the world, that impacts so much. So we have to like navigate ourselves to be in the right place, the right time, where we are able to contribute, like communicate. So this is like social media and like e-commerce, like content. This is like how we can kind of like fall in love with the process, and it can love us back, such that like we're doing something that we love, and we're actually creating something valuable or contributing to the global knowledge space, contributing back to the world in a valuable way, taking data in, data out, and contributing. Like that's so I'm really into this idea of like finding your bliss and finding your place in the world, and that piggybacks on top of the discussions around ADHD, because like maybe that's like those are some signals that are actually should be listened to, that you should use that energy that you have, or that shorter attention span, to go out there and explore and find your bliss. Find your bliss, find the way how you can contribute to the world, what is inside of you, your own knowledge, your own experience, your own expertise, your own passion, your own interests, to create something that is valuable and contributing to the discussions, to the art of humanity, to the public space somehow. So that's a really it's a really interesting topic. And another topic is like I was like going down Hacker News. Like that's my first tab when I open Chrome, and I've had that for the last like 10 years. And then occasionally I'll go through the Hacker News like front page and read some articles, and I'm like and then reading about some things some developers wrote, and like right now it's like AI is fucking like melting everybody's brain, because everybody's just not thinking about like systems or designing or coding. They're just prompting and managing agents. And then this is like we reach the roof of human computation, human intelligence, and now we're like, what's next? Like, so this is what I'm talking about right now. This is what I value as my vlogs. It's like, what's next in this evolution? And that's like what gives me energy, what gives me motivation, is this transhumanist kind of angle, this singularity, this kind of insight that we are in a special time, and how we can, like, as biological agents, we can navigate in this world and shift these LLMs into new, like, creative powers. And it's so, like, and as a developer, you're really learning, I'm really discovering that, like, you have to create little projects that have a beginning and an end that's a relative short cycle and are put out there into the world. And, like, don't overcomplicate things. Like, my lessons from, like, augme.world, which was very complex, is like, it just gets so, it blows up. It gets too complicated, and then you lose interest, you lose motivation, you lose that love. It's kind of like dating. And you have to just go sometimes, like, slow and find out what you like, and build the little projects and see what takes off. And, like, that's that space. And I think Peter Steinberger, founder of OpenClaw, is, like, doing that, and he's, like, the right model for the developer, the vibe coder. Like, build small projects, ship them, and move on to the next one, and explore the space of possibility, how tech and creativity and the market can interact. What is the intersection around there where you can flourish, where you can find what your passion is, and where you can be rewarded with it by contributing something to the market. So ending it there. That's the vlog, and sending you good thoughts, frequencies, and vibrations. May you be free from suffering. And now 30 seconds sending you good thoughts, frequencies, and vibrations. And love. Thank you for watching. Peace.